Yeah.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
How's it going, guys?
Hi, guys. Today we're gonna work on.
Today we're gonna headlock each other.
I didn't know we were starting.
Yeah, we're starting.
Oh, you said you were
I'll
testing.
cut it out. I'll just cut it out and leave the funny parts.
Okay. I thought you threw me off. Hi guys.
Hi, guys.
Today we thought we would do a video about cheat days because we get a lot of comments and questions about when did we start with our cheat days. Can you have a cheat day? When can you have a cheat day?
Should I have a cheat day?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
That kind of stuff. So we thought we would tell you guys how we started, and that is without a cheat day.
Yeah, no cheat day. We had a lot of weight to lose. We had 100 plus pounds to lose each. So we were really determined to get that bulk of weight off before we even thought about ice cream, pizza, that kind of stuff.
But we didn't deny ourselves treats though. What we did was we started portioning our food, and we allowed ourselves a few treats a week, but it was lower calorie stuff. So we would have like double chocolate zucchini bread, one slice with half a cup of low sugar ice cream. It was all portioned out treats.
Yeah.
And we would have like a portion of lightly salted chips. We made like homemade pizza and stuff like that, but everything was all portioned out. So don't deny yourself treats, but if you do have a lot of weight to lose, we would not recommend a cheat meal or a cheat day.
And at the beginning, we were just doing cardio. We weren't lifting any weights. Our output of energy was very little. I mean, at the size we were at, we could only walk 10 minutes, 15 minutes at a time.
We had to stop a lot.
And if you're only burning that many calories, you definitely do not need a cheat day.
No. And also, we get often a lot of comments of people saying that we're promoting that everyone can have a cheat day and that it's healthy. We've never said anything to that sort. I wouldn't recommend a cheat day to anyone, especially if you're an emotional eater. You need to know your own body before you can have a full cheat day. If you're going to strive towards something, I would say a cheat meal. And a cheat meal for me would be defined by having a meal that you like, a portion dessert, and a portion snack.
And that's what we worked
once a week.
About, I would say, a couple years into our weight loss journey.
Yes, I would say after about 2 years was when we started with the meals.
Yeah.
And when we started with the meals, we upped our exercise. We started doing like the P90X kind of stuff. What do you call that stuff?
Just like kind of like aerobics, or
yeah, I guess like HIIT training.
Yeah,
we were doing 30 minutes 6 times a week, and we were still walking 3 to 4 times a week for about half hour.
Yeah, and we along the way, through trial and error is the best thing we can recommend to you guys. Along the way, we tried a lot of different things, but specifically with cheat meals, cheat days, we had to start very slow because mentally and physically, even a cheat meal would sometimes, in the beginning of our journey, completely throw us off.
Yeah, there was still emotional eating, sometimes binging, sometimes like strong cravings. For the first few months, at least, of our cheat meals that we were doing, we couldn't keep the cheat food in the house. So we would recommend not starting a cheat meal until you can keep food in the house. Yeah,
like we can't tell you what to do and what's right for your body, but we know for us some of the signs that we were ready was when we could handle being around junk food. We could have a cheat meal and get right back on the horse. The next day
Yes.
we were right back on track, and that's how we knew, okay, we're handling it. Another thing is physically on the scale, we were still making progress towards our goals.
Yeah, we were losing 2 pounds, 1 to 2 pounds a week with our cheat meal incorporated.
And with our cheat day now, our full cheat day, and our new goal of building muscle and losing body fat, we're still getting closer to those goals. We're
Yes.
still dropping body fat and putting on muscle, having this cheat day.
And if you are an emotional eater and you haven't dealt with your emotional eating, a cheat day or meal at this point is not for you. Would we say there are a lot of comments that we say that a cheat day is healthy? Mentally and physically for us, it works for us.
It is
Am I
healthy
going to
for
say it's healthy for other people? No. I would never say that. I would never promote that other people have a cheat day. You have to figure out for yourself if you can do it or not. But as to when to add a cheat in, like Kyle said, if you think you're ready for a cheat meal, you should be doing, quite a bit of exercise, and you should be losing weight, and you should still be losing weight on your cheat meal if you're doing it correctly.
The next time you weigh in, if it's a week or a few days later, all those calories, pounds gained from that cheat day, they should be gone within a couple of days. And if they're not, then you're not physically ready for a cheat day.
Yeah, then you're still taking in too many calories. But the goal of a cheat day is that because you're eating strict throughout the week, it replenishes something called your glycogen, and it kind of kickstarts your weight loss again. So that's what a cheat meal is supposed to do.
Another thing we wanted to talk about to you guys is the stuff you don't see. Because it's not an entertaining video for YouTube, we don't show you guys our 7 days a week, every single morning fasted cardio. On cheat day, including cheat day, we do the fasted cardio, but we also don't show you the hours, literally 2 to 4 hours of cardio, whether it's swimming, walking, that we do on that day to be able to handle the treats we want to eat that day. So that's the kind of the stuff you don't get to see. So we wanted to share with you guys that kind of behind the scenes stuff, so you're aware of the context of which we're having the cheat day in.
Yeah, we bust our butts during the week. We work out, we weight train 5 days a week, fasted cardio every single day. If it's your birthday, you do cardio. If it's Christmas, you do cardio. If it's my birthday and it's a training day and it's not a cheat day, I'm not eating cheat day, and I'm still training.
Yeah, so basically, be honest with your goals. Be honest about how your brain works. Nicole's not trying to be a bikini model. I'm not trying to be on the Mr. Olympia bodybuilding stage. We're doing what works for us and what makes us happy and what keeps us, motivated and going in life.
Yeah.
And so those are kind of some of they're not negative things, they're reality. Those are the real things that we wanted to tell you about cheat day. Now, we can move on to the positive things, because there are a lot of positives that are involved with having a treat meal or a cheat day.
So one of the positives for me is that I've never in my entire life, until I started getting my emotional eating under control and allowing myself one day where I have a whole cheat day, I've never been able to keep food in the house without eating it all. And the greatest thing is that Kyle and I were laughing the last cheat day. We threw out Reese's eggs from Easter. That's almost a year ago, and
that's crazy for us.
We love Reese's peanut butter cups. So to have them still in the house after almost a year, that is an incredible feat for us. So a cheat day is helping, because we allow ourselves to eat whatever we want, how much we want, and then we're done. The next day, we may say, hey, you know what, next cheat day I want a cheeseburger or something, but we won't act on it because we're satisfied. We don't feel guilty. The other thing is, if you carry guilt, you wouldn't be ready. But we no longer feel guilty. We're no longer ashamed. We share what we eat, exactly what we eat on a cheat day, because we're not embarrassed. We know this is working for us.
And the reason why we have been able to overcome the emotional eating or the self-control in that is because there's nothing taboo anymore. We're allowed to have treats. So yeah, like we were saying, there's no taboo foods, there's no off-limit foods, and that has helped us both overcome our emotional eating, because we're not saying it's not black and white anymore. We're not saying we're cutting out ice cream, pizza, chocolate, whatever. We know that treat's there, and that's a great motivator for us to work towards each week.
Mm-hmm. And even like now that we took the guilt off of food and we don't emotional eat anymore, we don't focus on food as much. Like before, when I was heavy, I focused on food and weight about 99 to 100% of my day. Now, the majority of my day, I mean, it's surrounded by making sure that I fuel myself and build muscle and things like that. But it's no longer surrounded around like the focus on I guess, like Kyle said, on the junk food or on needing to fix fuel an emotion, like feed an emotion with food instead of like dealing with it. It's amazing what letting go has done, and we now have other interests that we focus on instead. And it's so nice to not always be thinking about, food, being obsessed with it all the time. So that has actually, allowed us to let go of the obsession of food.
And there's one more, probably one of the biggest physical benefits of having a cheat day. Take it from us, guys. We've been dieting very hard for 5 years now. We've both lost over 130 pounds each. You need to change up your food. Your metabolism will get used to what you're intaking, even if it's working. You've just started a diet. You're going strong the first month, 2 months, 3 months. All of a sudden, the plateaus hit. You'll stop progressing with your weight loss. Your body fat will stay the same. Your muscle will stay the exact same. You won't be building any more lean muscle mass. The cheat day is the confusion that your body needs. Our bodies are very smart. They can figure things out very easily. So you need to change your diet. It doesn't have to be what we do. It doesn't have to be a cheat day.
Nope.
It can be upping your carbs a bit, taking away a little bit of carbs. It can be changing the way you work out. If you're doing just the same, let's say you're going to an aerobics class, which is great 3 times a week, but you're doing the same type of exercise, eventually, if you want to keep progressing, you will need to change it up. So that's the biggest thing. It really is a shock to your metabolism, the cheat day, and it makes your metabolism run at a high rate for the rest of the week, because your body thinks all week we eat fairly low calorie and fairly clean. So our bodies, they're getting used to that for the 6 days a week. All of a sudden we have a big calorie bomb on that 7th day, the cheat day, and our bodies burn it up. Like, we get really hot, and those calories are pretty much gone. We wake up hungry the next morning.
Yeah, that's how you know that you're doing it right. Throughout the day on treat day, like, my body eats up. If I eat a bowl of cereal, I am starving like 2 hours later. I'm hungry all day. That's how you know you're fueling, like, we're eating just enough. Like, I'm not stuffing myself. I'm eating enough until I'm satisfied, and then the next time I get hungry, I'll stop and listen to my body and listen to what I'm craving, what I want, and give it to myself. And then when I'm hungry again, I do it again until the end of the night. And the next morning, if I haven't stuffed myself, I'm starving. I'm ready for the next fuel that my body's gonna take in.
That's another sign is if you're hungry. If you're not hungry during the week and you're not training hard, your metabolism definitely isn't working properly.
Yeah, and you need to train it by eating small meals throughout the day, like steady meals, so at least 5 meals a day, generally like 3 larger ones and 2 snacks. And you just basically have to play around with it. If you're eating properly and you're working out hard and you're having a treat meal but you're not losing, then you need to just play around with it. You need to just do an emotional eating check, make sure you're not emotional eating, and then play around with your food.
Yeah.
So
those are the things we wanted to share with you guys about cheat day. Basically, cheat day 101, how we do it, why we do it, and maybe some things to think about for you guys if you're thinking about adding it in.
So if you guys have any questions, please feel free, leave them below, and we'll do our best to answer them.
We try to be completely honest with you guys, and we try to get to as many questions as we can.
Yeah, and again, it's healthy and works for us mentally and physically. So, you know, we encourage you to try to find what's healthy and works for you mentally and physically. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you learned something from it. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, and don't forget the most important part of this whole thing.
What's that?
It's to like and subscribe. And if you don't, this time, you're getting this fist of doom, and it's bigger than me.
And I don't have a choice because she's making me.
Go!